Hello, everybody. It is week 6 update. We're on secondhand stuff now. First hand, second hand. Week 6, holy cow. It feels like it's gone by so quick. Legit, it feels like it has not been 6 weeks. I don't even understand. What's weirder is that I can say it's 14 weeks till the race and be like, okay, good, it's 14 weeks. I'm not freaked out that it's like just 14 weeks. 14 weeks seems like a good amount of training left to do, so pretty excited about that. So we'll get started on the roll down of what last week was and mention a couple other things. I did a Pure Barre workout last week, which I've noticed the rotational, the holding of some of these poses, and they do like a hip tuck stuff where you just move micro movements. That's getting really much better to control for longer durations when they do these positions. Super fun class to take. I did a cycle bar class with my wife and my daughter last Tuesday. It wound up being a 15-mile ride. I don't know how to judge what everything means when I get them. I asked one person who rides and knows these things. Apparently I'm a pretty decent cyclist still. I used to do cycling for years and years and years and years and years. Wife and I used to do long brevet style riding where you go out and do 200, 400, 600 kilometer rides and stuff on a tandem. That was enjoyable. So, and I rode to work like constantly for I think 3 years solely, 22 miles a day. So apparently I still got some of the cycling kick left in me. For those who may know, 160 watt average over the 45 minute class. I had a 455 watt total and was it 186 watt peak or something like that? I don't know. But it was a good class. And that's getting easier too, especially when they have you stand up and you're just going like this, which is basically hiking up something stupid, like say out of the 45-mile aid station, nothing stupid there. So what did I do? Oh, this week started, my new cycle had started actually last week. This week I got the new cycle of 3 by 1 mile repeats. Woohoo! This cycle's 6 weeks long, so I'll get to do each 3 times. The other one being the 7-minute incline, which I'm doing at 12% and 3.8 miles an hour. So it's a 7-minute go, 3-minute, drop it down to 0, hike at like at whatever 3 mile per hour hike. Do it again for 3 times. So I did my mile repeat today, last week, and it was interesting. I decided to keep it about a 7:45, 8:10 time on my watch, and it worked out really well. Like my heart rate did its own thing, and then it settled down by the second time, and it felt like I could do that consistently for all 3. The last 800 on the third one, it's just a slight incline, and you could feel that it was just a slight incline at that point. Kept looking at my watch going, you gotta be a mile, you gotta be a mile, you gotta be a mile. Eventually it came, yeah, there you are. Thursday was absolutely fabulous. I did nothing, no exercise. I sat a lot, I laid on the couch, I watched some TV, when not at work and doing all these other crazy things in life, and kept other projects like to a small amount, so I really felt recovered come Friday for the Freaky Friday run, I got out in front and we maintained like a 11:15 pace on single track, maybe not the most technical single track, but moderately technical single track. So we've got that, and that felt really good. I haven't been able to feel like I could keep up with the group until the last 2 weeks, and this last week felt really good that I was keeping up with about what our group average is. Some people go run the last mile and a quarter faster. I do not, because it's just a 6 mile training day. I'm out there for just that training. I had our 12 mile, got in some hill work. It's on the power line. I did each power line lap. It's got 2 hills on either end and 2 moderate little increases in height in the middle. Is 1.3 miles long. So I did 10 miles, 10 and a half miles on that. So yeah, I basically did 10 of those. That was pretty insane. It did mean, however, that a bunch of random friends came along and I got to run with 7 different people joined me, so I was only alone for maybe 1 lap of that whole thing, which was kind of cool. And then woke up Sunday, beautiful morning, like 61 degrees outside, crisp, cool. We were down to below 40% humidity, so it was perfectly crisp and cool. The pollen's pretty much gone from the big trees and that. Wife and I went out and did 8 miles together, very comfortable pace, hiking whenever we wanted to, and just really had an enjoyable morning out running and training together, which is really nice, which is usually what our Sundays are, and Saturdays when my long runs get to be really long, which, that's coming at some point in our lives. Usually she'll join me, she'll go out and do her run and join me for the last hour where I'm well slowed down and enjoy hiking a bit more in some of those times. So, that's another way to keep us together running and both excited about seeing each other and, running together. It's always enjoyable. So that week ended with 33 and a half miles. I wanted 32, perfectly good, great. This week's starting off, I'm going to say pretty good. We'll get to that week. I don't know. My dad said I needed to make these. My professional, let's not say my dad. No, he is my dad. Yeah, my dad. My professional curator said that I need to have some gimmicks. So I wore my hat. This is my favorite hat. Territory. Bought it in, I think they're a local company in Seattle. They get them made. Fantastic hat. And our new water bottle. We bought a new water bottle just the other week from a local restaurant that is bike-ish related. So Breakaway water bottle. Good thing to have around. We only had one for the longest time. It's like we need another water. We bought 2 water bottles. Thank goodness. So I've been working on bigger news. I've been working on making my nutrition and everything. And that went really good last week. I had no-bake peanut butter oat bars last week, which turned out really good. Ate those most all week, and I finished up the other oatmeal bars that I had from the week before. What else did I have? Oh, the baby red potatoes in a Ziploc bag. Bunch of salt in a Ziploc bag. They're moist anyway. They grabbed the salt. Absolutely incredible to have on training. I felt really strong with all the food that I put down. So the nutrient guides that I've been looking at with those recipes have adjusted themselves to about what I'd eat for carbs and fuel anyway, using all these other products that we would buy from stores and whatnot. So the natural food thing's going really well. This week I made some date balls again, and I put toasted coconut and made them with toasted cashews. So they tasted really, really good. And each one's like 120 calories, and it's basically a goo that's, you know, that big, a little smaller than a golf ball. It's ridiculous. So I'm making a new, once I get these recipes worked out in the next week or two, I'm gonna put links on them. There's one that I wanna work out, and I'll put that up. I made my own hydration mix again, and I found another site looking through Switchel, oh good gosh, forgot the word. Anyway, it's an old-timey drink mix, and that you'd make like way back, you know, working in the fields and stuff. This is what you'd make to drink. And I kind of adapted some things, and people have adapted all the time, and found one place that said make some, you know, 2 tea bags and some concentrate and use that for some of the flavors. So I made 4 cup with 2 tea bags, and it didn't matter the volume of water. I just needed a concentrate to make for flavor. Put in 2 lemon tea bags. Holy cow, that was the best electrolyte drink I've made. And I know I made 30 gallons last year. Easy made 30 gallons last year. And it was amazing. I think the total product cost of a gallon that I made the other day, $1.50. Probably, let's say it's $2 for a gallon. That's both my wife and I for a hot weekend of running. That's all the electrolyte drink we use. So I'm gonna make that again this week, and once I get that down and I make it again, I'll list out the recipe and I'll put it up next week's video, so you have that coming to you. I'll probably post 3. There's a 4th food recipe that I'm not too keen on yet. I want to make it again with another, alter the ingredients a little bit, see how it turns out. It needed something else in it, that I felt it needed a little something else in it. I'll hopefully work on that this week, and if it works out good this week, I'll post that one too. So hopefully 4 of those, at least 1 drink mix. I'll probably throw in another drink mix recipe that I've used in the past from a site. So hope everybody's eating good. Hope everybody had a good Easter weekend, if you're into Easter weekends. I painted my nails because it's cheaper to paint your nails than dyeing Easter eggs this year. This one's glitter. There we go, more stuff. So yeah, let's keep training. Let's keep doing stuff. Keep your workouts going. Keep eating. Keep stretching. Keep doing yoga. Keep doing all your stuff. Move your schedule around as needed. I'm switching my schedule up a little bit this week because as needed. And if you need a day of rest, just rest. Stop. Don't do it. Rest. Recover. We got 14 weeks. 1 day out ain't gonna hurt nobody. It's 100 miles with lots of slowing. So for the other 90% of us anyway. So happy talking to you. Y'all have a great time. Enjoy yourselves. Till next week. Peace.